cultural differences. This will be a short video discussing the two main reasons why Levan Saginashvili is mad at Devon Larratt. The things that we got to know from the Engin Terzi Levan Saginashvili interview. Welcome to the video, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. So the reason number one, as per Levan, is that if he had already signed the contract and now he cannot change it, then what was the point of having a rule discussion meeting afterwards? We saw that happen at King of the Table 1 as well. I think the contracts were already signed and the rule discussion meeting online with Michael, Bill and Devon was less than a month before the match. Levan was saying that this really frustrated him because he had already signed the contract, although I believe that he should have read the contract and clarified beforehand, which I am thinking that he did not do. But still he was saying that if he had already signed and there is no way that they can change the rules now, then what was the point of having the rules discussion? This was point number one. Point number two is that Devon called Levan a pussy. This is a big cultural difference. Levan was saying that it may be okay for Devon to call someone like that in western part of the world in his own country, but it is not okay in Georgia. And I can clarify that it is not okay in any of the Asian or European countries. This type of language is not tolerated here. It is quite clear. I was once talking about RVJ. The way RVJ speaks, if he ever visits India and continues to speak in that kind of language, he's going to get killed here for sure. Nobody is going to tolerate that. And there are cultural differences on both sides. It is not just one side. Like I was once watching a top 10 amazing facts about India shorts on YouTube. And in that video, there was one point where he was saying that in India, it is okay for two men to hold hands together in public and not being called gay or homo or something like that. And I was totally shocked to hear that. I went back and watched that video again just to clarify if I understood him correctly. And yes, he did say that it is okay in India for two men to hold hands together. And I was totally surprised. In which part of the world is it not okay? Then I did some research and found out that it is not okay in western part of the world. I also got one comment from a guy on my video. He was saying that once he moved to USA after living in Georgia for 15-16 years, he was walking with a guy like this, his hands on his shoulder, and that guy called him homo and told him to get away from him. And I'm like, this is crazy. Big, huge cultural difference. You can easily walk like this in India with a man or hold hands for a minute and nobody will say anything to you.
And to them, there's nothing gay about it. Here's the thing. There's nothing gay to them. To them, I'm holding my friend's hand. What's gay about that? See, you grow up over here. There is no acceptable time for two straight men to ever touch hands. Ever. You ever walk to the mall with one of your guy friends and your hand accidentally bumps it? You're like, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So yes, words like MF, words like pussy, and many other words, these are not socially acceptable in Asia and Europe. I'm talking about almost all the countries. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If two people are good friends, they are going to call each other those words. Don't let anyone fool you or tell you otherwise that nobody is using those words in India. Because a lot of people are. Actually, almost all of the people are, but with their childhood buddies, with their dear friends, not to a guy who you are going to compete against. So these were the two main reasons. We are not going to dive deep into the cultural issues, but Levan has confirmed that he's not cancelling the match or anything. He's really mad at Devon. At first he thought that people would beat Devon Larratt up for this thing in Georgia, but he's not going to do that because he's a professional athlete. He's just going to go to Dubai, he's going to beat Devon Larratt and he's going to come back home. He does not have much respect left for Devon Larratt right now. So these were the two main points. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Pradeep and bye bye.